How we doing today? Friday, man. We got the end of the week. Today was really clean looking back. Today was pretty clean to look at and to learn a lot from. The market was fun today, but definitely a little bit tricky to navigate. I don't think price action was amazing. Longs were obviously the move today, but they kind of played out really sloppy. And now with this SMT here, right, we've taken out this high on ES and not on NQ. Things are just looking even more sloppy. But that being said, I would say that this trade early, the one I ended up taking on my XFA account, the Express account, was all right. And I kind of want to go over that. It was my biggest day on the XFA, which isn't hard because my first day was $13. So today we made $52. We took two trades. I'll kind of show you guys. We technically have a 75% win rate, but one was break even today. We made $1 and then we made $52. So that's where we're at in the account, $65. Again, trading one micro. Do not care about the $200 yet. Although I should, or not that I should, but it would be nice. But I just need to get better, man. I'm still not very good at trading. Or I don't want to say that. I'm still not trading very well, or at least as well as I could be. And, you know, that's part of it, right? That's part of trading. So if we take a look at the higher time frame first, kind of go over the bias, why I took the trade that I took. But we go on the 4 hour, and we're bullish, man. We're very, very bullish. We swept out these lows here. I actually do think we have an SMT here. I believe... Yep, we do. We have an SMT right here. So we have an SMT inside this bullish fair value gap. So I'm going to do a little top-down analysis here. That's bullish, right? What else is bullish? Well, pre-market, right before market opened, we have a big impulse leg up, right? We're just running up like crazy. This was a big move, like 300 points. And yes, we are in this imbalance right here, but I'm not too concerned about it because of this structure right here. We have the SMT, we have the higher time frame gap tap, wow. And then we have a nice reversal, right? And then we have all of this low resistance liquidity to run, that we run all at once. So that's kind of the higher time frame narrative. The lower time frame narrative we look at, which is on the 15-minute, we don't know where are we going to bounce from, right? And the one thing I was doing earlier was looking at this low and this high and seeing the midpoint. We trade down to midpoint. That's a good area to look for longs. And we also have all of these 15-minute gaps. We can bounce from any of them. If we look at the 30-minute, we have a 30-minute gap right here and a 1 hour gap that ends up getting souped into. So we'll mark this out. This 1 hour gap right here. This ends up being the 1 hour fair value gap, this is just very clean, and we'll kind of go over the intricacies of price action here, because today was good. Again, like I said, today was pretty fun to learn from, and I think there's a lot of stuff to learn from, like I said. So, coming into the market, where was my first trade? Where was the first idea? The one that I took on the XFA, or the two trades I took on the XFA, was right here, right? What do we have here? We had an SMT right here. We had an SMT right here. Just mark this out for you guys. As you can see, we had a clear SMT with an SMT as well right here. So is it this low? This low right here. We end up taking it on ES right here, you can see. And then on NQ, we did not take it. So we can see the double SMT, right? That SMT sent us higher, put in this high here, came down, put in this low. I saw this wick and I saw this inversion right here, and this was enough for me to want to go long. We had an inverse as well in the S and ES. So this was my first idea. I got into the trade here, and I'll show you guys the first execution. I went break even at this high. This is a little zoomed in. That's the first mistake of this trade. I'll show you guys. But yeah, this was the first execution. This is the trade I took. and I really liked it, right? I view this as a little turtle soup low. We have an SMT, we have the inverse, everything lines up perfectly. I wish I could get into the trade down here and get in down here, but I like to wait for the inverse. That's how I trade, so that's what I traded, right? So we get in as soon as it closes, I believe. Yeah, as soon as it closes, we get in. We're risking about $56, $56. And then, like I said, I just kind of go break even early. We don't go break even early here, which is something I like. I almost go break even, but then I decide against it. I end up dragging it back down because we didn't hit this spot yet, so I wanted to get better at that. And then as soon as we run up through here, I go break even. Again, I think that's a little bit zoomed in. I think it's just a little bit, not zoomed in, but just a little bit overly eager to go break even. Something I have to just get better at for sure. And then we ended up getting stopped out at break even. There were like a slight gain, and it is what it is, right? We didn't lose, we didn't win. But what do? I notice that we had, still a decently valid entry. And I don't start the video right away, but what did I enter off here? I entered off of this order block getting closed above. I got in as soon as I saw this close above this block here because we tapped the 1 minute gap right here. We held the inverse. We still look good, and now this was a nice break even point. So I do actually end up getting back into the trade. I started the video a little bit late. And then we almost get stopped at break even early, and we move our stop back down to right around here, so risking about $50. And then I end up moving to break even there because a little early, right? Just a little early. Definitely just hesitant to lose. And I was targeting to make around 100 here, but what ends up happening is it runs above the target, and I end up just kind of closing the trade. You'll see right here, I go to close the trade right around here. So we end up closing the trade there for about $50, which is, not the ideal. Obviously, it worked out in my favor. I'm looking at it, but definitely just a little bit hesitant to hold my trade, which is, is how it is, right? It is what it is. Obviously, I have to get better. That's why I'm trading 1 micro. Again, I'm trading 1 micro. So don't look at me as someone that's supposed to be perfect at trading. Don't leave comments as if I'm supposed to be perfect at trading. Realize that I'm still just trying to learn, just like some of you guys. I'm still just trying to get better. That's all it is. That's all trading ever will be, is just trying to improve, trying to get better, recognizing mistakes, recognizing emotions, and just getting better, right? That's what I'm trying to do. So just give me some freedom, man. It's annoying. I get annoyed myself. But just give me a break, man. I'm trying to figure these things out. I'm trying to get better. And I think I'm getting better, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way. But, it is what it is, right? But today, right, we don't have to dwell on the mistakes. We can just dwell on learning, right? We can get better at learning, which is why today was pretty good. This trade ends up just hitting the break-even point and kind of petering out. Cool. That's fine, right? And then we get another SMT here. So we get an SMT with this low and this low, which I'll mark out again. But we could just mark it out as one big SMT. But again, it kind of is nice to emphasize that it was a double SMT right here. And what's interesting about this is actually ES actually has the best trade of the day because it hit the targets. And obviously it was the one that was more bullish because it wasn't taking out the lows. But we actually had this target get hit right here. And then we actually even had a target even further to the left of us get hit. If we can find it. Wow, this was a long time ago. Right here. So we'll kind of just mark this one out right there. So we hit both take profit. So this actually would have been a lot better of a trade on the ES because you get in here. Stop would have been 5 points. First take profit would have been 10 points. Second take profit would have been 20. Would have played out a lot better, obviously, in hindsight. But how could we have done this on NQ? This is just to show the SMTs. I'll kind of get rid of ES now. I'll get rid of ES so we don't have to see it all on our screen. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys ES in conjunction with NQ to kind of give the bias. But now if we just look at NQ here, right, we know the SMTs. Where it got interesting is this was the 1 hour gap right here. Why is it not letting me type? 1 hour fair value gap. This was a nice, again, I would consider this a turtle soup, right? Again, if we look at the 1 hour, it's kind of cluttered. Let's turn these off. We sweep this low, which is 9 a.m. candle low. We sweep it, hit the gap, and then we inverse this 5-minute gap right here. Right there, we end up holding the 5-minute and we push higher. Obviously, we haven't hit full take profit here and we're starting to sell off, but ES took out the high, so you'd want to close the trade or close something. If you did want to, right, it wouldn't be bad. But where it's not really my model, but the best trade you could have taken, I guess you could consider this inversion right here. It's pretty small, but you could consider this inversion. The only reason it's kind of tough is that you do close above this point right here inside a 5-minute gap. So you just have to be really bullish. But what I want to start getting better at is recognizing CISD or change in state of delivery. This would have been a great entry. Why we get the SMT inside a 1 hour gap after souping these lows, and we get displacement up, right? We get solid displacement back up. We then close above these down close candles, which swept out these lows, right? These down close candles swept out all these lows here consecutively. So we close above it here and we trade back down and tap it again. So this would have been a solid entry point. And you would get in right on this black candle. Your stop will be below this low here, like 30 points, or you could have it even closer. This is a little bit aggressive. So let's just say it's here. And your first take profit would be these highs here. 60 points would have been nice 2R. And then instantly we get a nice order block get put in. Never gets retested, but we do have this order block right after. We hold this fair value gap right here. But that would have been the ideal trade for the day. Maybe even enter off this fair value gap tap, but the change in state delivery is something I want to start getting better at because this was just a really solid trade, right? This was the best entry. It's better than waiting for an inversion up here, although an inversion up here would have worked. You could have waited for the 2-minute gap to break, which would have confirmed it. But if you do wait for the 2-minute gap to break, you're just missing a lot of RR, right? You get in about 37 points higher. Your break-even point is 24 points away. You kind of have to suffer through a little bit of this chop negative if you were able to handle that. And then it would then finally hit the break-even point right here, and you would have made still good. But, you know, it would have been a lot more stressful. So that's why I say that this change in state delivery was just a lot more clean, in my opinion. And then you could even targeted this gap right up here, especially since ES ends up sweeping out its highs around here at 11 something. But this trade was solid, man. This would have been the best trade of the day. But it's not really exactly my model, so I didn't take it. But looking at the chart and just kind of reviewing the day, that is the best trade of the day. Right there, right? That just changed state delivery after taking the low. But that's something that's hard to do, man. It's hard to trade like that whenever you're trading live. It's hard to just see the market for what it is. When we look at today, today was clearly, just very clearly bullish. So the bullish trades worked well. They're really... Oh man, tired. Really, no reason to ever have shorted today. We look at this rally pre-market. This is just very, very clear and obvious that we're going to be very bullish. Market opens, we sell off to find equilibrium of this range. We do find equilibrium. And then if we do take our manipulation tool or a standard deviation tool, right, we can measure out the last manipulation leg, which was right here. We can find projections. Let's see if the projections really lined up well. Manipulation, right? And we did. We did line up pretty well with the 2.5, the 2.5 right here. We actually stop in the box. Not saying that that's why, but it is pretty interesting. And this -1 actually does line up pretty well with our buy side liquidity there. So today was pretty clean, man. There's a lot to learn from today. And yeah, happy with how I did on the XFA account, and where it should be coming back to equilibrium now. So this is interesting. This is stuff to study. I don't think price action was the best ever today, but I don't think it was bad, right? I don't think blaming price action. I don't think if you lost, you should really blame price action. But again, it might not have suited your trading, and that's something you have to understand. But one of the things I want to get better at, or want to just improve constantly at with my trading, is just I wish I could see it this clearly live, right? I wish I could see it this clearly right here. As soon as this change in state delivery happens, I wish my brain was just all confidence. I wish it was just, okay, we tapped the 1 hour, we have an SMT, because live time, at one point, the chart looked like this. And I don't think I do terrible with it, but it's so hard for me to just visualize the fact that this is it, right? Okay, we got what we needed. Let's jump in the trade here. Let's buy, right? We're in. Let's have our stop loss and let's have our take profit. You know, it's very hard for me to do that. Let's just say we're taking profit here. That's still a 2R, right? It's hard for me to live time sit there and do that and see the picture of this clearly. Oh, we have this SMT. We have a 1 hour gap. We have a turtle soup, basically. We have a change in state delivery. We have a manipulation leg. We have, let's see where the manipulation leg ends, right? And then you draw out your fib. And then you say, oh, this is the one, right? This is the -1. So let's get to the -1. Let's take profit there. It's hard for me to just read the chart fluently and then just say, hey, let's see what happens. Okay, we tap the 1 minute gap. Oh, that's a great reaction. Okay, we run up. Okay, that's good. Close to take profit. I'll probably, on this candle, I'll go to break even now. I'll probably actually even slide my stop to here. And then, boom, we hit take profit. And we have a great day, right? It's hard for me to do that. It's just very difficult, right? 5 micros, that's $500. 1 micro, that's $100, right? And it's just hard. It's hard to do that. 2 micros and you have a $200 day. And that's all it is. That's one setup. It's the most obvious setup of the day. It's the best setup of the day. This setup was all right, but this one's just way cleaner. And I just wish my brain could compute those things a lot better, a lot more accurately. And again, that's why I keep practicing. But I do have to just admit some frustrations with just trading, man. It's just a slow process. It takes so long. And even though, yes, I've had 2 small winning days on my XFA, right? I just still don't feel that confident in my trading. I still feel like, I see the comments on my videos about passing my combine, and I didn't really deserve to pass my combine. And I know that, and that weighs on me. And that makes me realize, I didn't even deserve really to be funded. And then it's like, then I look back and it's like, I look at my stats on the funded that I passed, and I didn't really deserve to pass the combine, right? Like I didn't really do well on the micros. I made most of it from gambling. And it's like, I tell myself I know how to read the chart well. I tell myself I take good trades. I tell myself that I'm just cutting my trades early. I tell myself that I tell myself all these excuses in a way, right? Even though they're not real, they're excuses. They're just, reflections. But that still has to change, right? I still have to do better. I still have to take better trades. I have to hold my trades better, right? I just have to do all these things better if I want to see real progress. And I think I'm just frustrated with where I'm at in my trading, because I know that I can do a lot better than I am, and I'm holding myself back. I'm just plain and simple holding myself back, not trading to my ability. And again, people are going to say, what do you mean, what ability? You suck. Cool, right? I don't know why people like to leave negative comments on my stuff, because it does affect me, man. It really does. It bothers me. Not too bad, but it makes me just not want to post videos on YouTube. Makes me just not like to be honest, because it's like, what's the point, man? I don't have to show you guys anything. I don't owe you guys anything, right? I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a guy trying to figure out how to trade. So I don't understand why people that leave the hate sometimes, or they try and belittle me, or just say I'm not that good, all this stuff. I don't understand it. I don't really understand where your head's at when you do that, because it just doesn't really make sense to me, right? I don't think there's really any necessary reason to do that. And it just makes me not really want to keep making videos. But But for all the people that are great people, nice, positive, whatever, I appreciate that, and that's what makes me like posting the videos. But one of the things that is just constantly on my mind is like, am I actually good at trading? Do I actually know what I'm doing? Am I actually, even though I make mistakes, even though I close my trades early, even though I go to break even too soon, even though I whatever, it's like, do I actually, trade well, right? And that's what I'm trying to start wondering, or not wondering, but that's what I'm trying to start, um, you know, like, what am I trying to say? That's what I'm trying to start building within myself is consistency. I want consistency. I want results so that I can prove to myself, okay, I know what I'm doing. I've built an account up with 1 micro or 2 micros, and I've done this, and I've been consistent. I've taken some losses, and then I came back, and then I've had a win streak, and I've held my trades right. And it's been so long since I've done that consistent, or I've never done it consistently, because I've been so focused on passing my account, or I've been so focused on, I haven't been focused on getting a payout because I haven't been in a situation to get a payout, but so focused on trying to make money, or trying to pass my account now, or trying to pass this account, or pass another account, or be able to copy trade eventually, or all these different things. I'm always worried about targets rather than just the chart, right? And all that matters is the chart. All that matters is, when I log into the day, I look at the chart. Okay, we look really bullish on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour. Okay, we have an SMT here. We're inside this higher time frame gap. We have displacement back up. It looks like we're in a buy model. We've swept out these equal lows. We have a reversal, right? This looks like a market maker buy model. Okay, then I drop down the 15-minute. We've hit equilibrium of the 15-minute. Now we go to the 5-minute. We have an SMT here. We get rid of this one. And then we go on the 1 minute. Okay, we have an SMT here. This is a solid entry. Okay, cool. This one stopped us out. We took partials, one partial, and then we got stopped out break even. Cool. Now we see another trade entry. Okay, we have a CSD. We have an inversion here. We have a fair value gap tap. Okay, get in. Boom. First take profit, second take profit, whatever. Break even point, whatever. Take profit up here. Whatever you want to do. Oh, we took out this high on ES and close the trade. But I just haven't been able to execute the way I want to. I haven't been able to trade with the fluidness of that I want to, because I guess I just don't have enough experience. I guess I just don't have enough reps. I don't have enough time in the market. I don't have enough confidence, right? That's all I think it is. And I think that's the hard part with trading. I think that's the frustrating part, is that it just takes time. It just takes time. If you're watching this video and you feel similar, it just takes time. And that's what I'm telling myself. And that's why I like making these videos, because whenever I am successful, whenever I am making money from trading and I'm consistently profitable, I want you guys to come back to these videos and see the exact things I'm going through, because I don't have anyone to look at, right? TJR doesn't have 100,000, or not 100,000. TJR doesn't have 100, 200, 300 videos. How many videos do I even have at this point, right? TJR doesn't have 200 plus videos of him failing, right? He doesn't have whatever. Justin, right? I have 204 videos. I'm not profitable yet. Justin doesn't have 204 videos of him unprofitable and his thoughts and his demons and his whatever. He tells you about it. He tells you about his over leveraged past, or he tells you about blowing accounts, or he tells you about working at this or doing that or whatever. But there's no one really that I know of that has 200 plus videos that's now killing it, that's now making 10K weeks, 10K months, whatever, making a living doing it, consistently profitable. All the guys I've learned from, Dodgy, he doesn't have any videos of him struggling. Nobody does, man, and that's why I'm not gonna quit. That's why I'm not gonna quit posting on this account, because I want this to be here. I want these thoughts to be here. I want these things to be here. That's why these videos are so long. When I'm profitable, when I'm making money, I'm gonna do chart reviews. I'm gonna tell you guys how much I made, and that's gonna be it, man. It's not gonna be all these psychology things, because all of these things I'm talking about that I'm going through now, eventually I won't be going through it, right? Then I'm not gonna have to sit here and talk about, I made 10K, but then someone's gonna say, hey, how do I deal with this? And I'm gonna say, oh, well, I used to have this problem, do that. No, I have all these videos. That's why these videos are so long. That's why this video is already 24 minutes. I still have stuff to say, is because this is like my journal. This is my brain dump. This is where I just get thoughts out, right? It's healthy to speak it out into the world and get it off your chest, man. Because if I just go around, and it feels like I'm actually telling people, it feels like I'm actually talking to people, because I know people are going to watch this part and leave some comments. So I'm actually being able to get it off my chest, man. And that's why I like doing this. And that's why I'm glad I have this YouTube channel, because this is difficult. This is hard. It's hard, man. It's hard to do because I want to be somewhere I'm not there, and I have to just be okay with that. I have to be okay with getting better, and getting better is hard, right? And I just don't have enough experience yet. I don't have enough time taking trades. I don't have enough time doing the wrong thing. I don't have enough time yet, and that's fine. But that's why I'm having to do something that feels impossible. It feels impossible to make money from trading. I believe in it more every single day. I trust myself more every day, but I still am not where I need to be. And that's why, again, in the future when I'm making money, look back at these videos. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say, go look back at my old videos. Go look back at any old video that's over 20 minutes, and I'll probably be rambling about some mental thing that's bothering me or stuck and holding me back. Because right now, anyone that makes money in trading has to get through their own issues. Whatever issues they have to overcome them. They have to. If you don't overcome your issues, you're never going to succeed. So you can't just roll over, you can't cry about it, you can't stop. You have to keep going. And I have to just keep going. I have different issues with my trading. I have different problems. I have different psychology issues that I mess up all the time. But I just have to keep going. There's no other way. And that's the hard part. The hard part is just to keep going when everything feels like it's a waste, right? It feels like I'm just never getting better, but I am getting better. But my brain tricks me, and the devil tricks me into saying, hey, you're not getting better. You're not doing any better. You do the same mistake, whatever. You should just quit. You're not good at this. You're a loser, right? That's the things I tell myself on all the time. And I try and switch it off, but it's hard because I have no proof. I have no proof of consistency. I have no proof of profitability. I have no proof of my psychology getting better. At least that's what it feels like. And I just have to believe in myself when nothing tells me that I should. There's not a single thing over this year and a half that's really told me that I should believe in myself, but I have to. I have to choose to believe in myself when nobody else should, right? My parents, they're great. They support me. They love me. But I give them no reason to believe in me, right? My dad trades, so he understands it. And my mom tries to understand it. But I know deep down, she's wondering, can I do it? And I've given them no reason to believe in me. I've given you guys that watch my videos no reason to believe in me. I've given myself a lot of times no reason to believe in me from things I do, blowing accounts, over leveraging, revenge trading. I give myself no reason, but I have to just choose to be delusional. I have to be delusional. I have to just believe in something that I have no proof in believing in. I have nothing besides just faith, belief in myself, belief that something will work, belief that it's possible. But I wake up every single day not knowing if it is possible. And again, some people might say, hey, it's not that deep, but it is that deep, man. Again, I've said this before in a video, but this is real life. This is my life. This is my real life. I'm choosing to do this. I don't have a plan B right now. I do not have a plan B. I don't plan on getting one. This is my life. I'm not in school, right? That might not make sense to other people, but I don't have to explain myself to anyone else. I'm not in school, right? I live at home. I have money saved up. I'm not currently working. I have a lot of money saved up. A lot for me is, like 10 grand, right? But that's fine. I live at home. I'm blessed. I don't have to pay too many bills. That's enough money for me right now. If I need money, I'll go work, right? But I'm in a situation where, again, I don't have to explain myself or what I'm doing, but I don't have a plan B. So this is my life. So if someone wants to say, hey, you're taking it too serious or whatever, you're making too much of a big deal or you're too whatever, I mean, this is life, man. This is my life. I'm 20 years old, man. I don't want to be 27, still just not knowing what I'm doing. I want this to work. I want to be good at this. I want to succeed. So that's why it's that deep, man. It is that deep. It is stressful. It's tough. It's something that you have to consistently work at. And that's why it's hard, is because I have to just believe. I just have to trust. I just have to, you just have to have that self-belief, man. So I've always had something in my brain that tells me I can be special. I have a lot of self-confidence issues, a lot of self-doubt, and everything, man. Everything, every aspect of my entire life, right? There's a lot of things that I don't have confidence in myself, in my personality, and everything else, man. Anything you can think of. But there's always been something in my heart, in my soul, in my whatever, that tells me I am special. And again, I'm not trying to be whatever, egotistical, whatever, but there's just something that tells me I can do it. I can do this. I can do whatever I feel driven to do, I can do. And And then some days I'll wake up and doubt myself every single morning. I'll doubt if I'm doing the right thing, if I can do it, if I can't do it. I'll doubt it. But then there's something that picks me back up. That picks me back up off my pillow and says, hey, get up. You can do this. You're special, right? Not special in terms of, like a chosen one, but special in terms of you can do it, just like anyone can. If you have the right mindset, if you have the right determination, anyone can do whatever they want. I believe that. So there's something in my soul that tells me I can do it, whatever that might be. And it's a constant battle between that person that believes I can do it and the person that doesn't believe I can do it. Because I'm just so far away, man. I'm so far away. And I've been doing it for a year and a half. That's not forever, but it's not nothing. I'm even more than a year and a half now. It's probably a year and 8 months now, a year and 7 months, right? Like, that's nothing, right? That's not like anything crazy, but it is a while. And it's like, okay, well, I want to be making money, and I'm not. And I'm not really close to making money. And, I have one account, and I haven't passed another one. I've only passed one account. Like, all these things stack up and start to weigh on you and start to make you doubt yourself, question yourself, all these different things. And, again, I don't know really exactly how I got on this rant, but that's why I make these videos. This is a brain dump. This is a journal for myself because, again, I want to be the person in the space that eventually, whenever I am making good money, because I will be, I guarantee it, man. I guarantee it. And if I'm not, then I'm not, right? And then this is just like a documentary of someone losing their mind, right? Of someone just obsessing about something that just doesn't work, right? I'll be a failure story. So I don't think that's the case, but I want to be the person that people can look back, and when I am making money, they can go back through hundreds and hundreds of real videos, real conversations, real everything, man. This is all real. This is real life, right? This is not a game. It's not a video game. It's not a make-believe. It's not pretend. This is real. This is real life. It's real, man. Everything about this is real. And like everything in my body wants to just be that person that can refer you guys back to this video and say, hey, I used to go through that. Go watch this video. But right now, in this exact moment in time, in this, if time is linear, which people say it's not, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm already successful 10 years down the line, and that's what's telling me to keep going. Maybe that's the thing in my soul that says, hey, keep going, because I've already done in the future. So maybe that's what keeps me motivated, because I have it, right? I just have to get there. But right now, in this exact moment in time, when I'm making this video, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not successful yet. And as much as I can sit here and tell you guys that I will be, I haven't done it yet. And I'm not there yet. So it's just like a constant battle of self-belief and trust and all these different things, man. And again, it's a long video for you guys. I don't mean to just ramble about this, but it just weighs on me, man. It just weighs on me a lot because it is tough. It is difficult. And it's just a constant battle of self-belief and trusting that, that what you believe in is what's right, right? Maybe, it's scary to be wrong. You don't want to be wrong about what you're trying to do. But it's tough. It's really, really tough. And again, I'm just sitting here. I wish I had an answer for myself, but I don't. And the only answer I have is to keep going, keep trying, and maybe it'll make sense and maybe it'll work out, right? That's all I can hope for. But again, man, this is my real life. This is me. And it's a constant battle every single day to get better, and to be better. And, there's no luck involved. There's no such thing as luck. Some people might be luckier, but there's no such thing as just luck. In trading or in life or in anything, right? Some people might be born rich or whatever. That's luck, yes. But there's nothing that is only determined by luck, right? There's nothing out there. Some people are lucky. I take that back. But what I wanted to say is that there's nothing that you can't do that you need luck for. There's nothing. If you want to be a movie actor, that's not luck. If you want to be a trader, that's not luck. If you want to be a professional athlete, that's not luck, right? There's no luck in hard work. and I just want to get there, man. I want to be there. I want to be that a trader that's amazing. And really more at this point, it's not really about the money. It's more about just proving to myself that I can do it. So again, don't want to just ramble for forever, but tough into the week mentally. Not even because of, we made money on the XFA account, but it's just like, it's a combination of everything. It's a combination of just, even the trade we took today wasn't that good. We missed the better trade of the day. We didn't take it. And I don't know. It's just a combination of everything just making me doubt myself more today than ever. And we just got to do better, man. That's why we show up every day. And yeah, there's no luck in life. Just keep working, but I'll leave you guys with that, man. It's been a nice little break this weekend. It's good to be back these last 3 days after my vacation, get back in the groove. Next week's going to be great. It's going to be great. We have some nice NFL this week. Going to spend time with family and just relax. 2 days, the market's not moving, not worry about it, and then come back next week, and we're going to crush it next week. And we're going to start building that consistency that I want to see. We're going to start building that confidence I want to see, and it'll be great. So I will see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Appreciate all the support. Sorry for the rant, but again, this is my brain journal. So you're going to have to deal with that until I'm profitable. Then it'll just be trade recaps. It'll just be trade recaps whenever I make money. But until then, I got to get stuff off my chest. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.